Our next guests are global soccer stars, Christian Pulisic and Zlatan Ibrahimović. Christian is the captain of the USA national team and currently plays professionally for the iconic Italian club AC Milan. Zlatan retired in 2023 after a decorated 22-year career. Now, the Swede is widely considered as one of the best strikers of all time and is now a senior advisor to AC Milan. Tomorrow, the club kicks off its U.S. summer tour with a preseason match against Manchester City here in New York City. Christian, Zlatan, welcome. Appreciate you guys joining us.
Thank you.
Of course. Now, Christian, I want to start with you. Now, you've been playing professionally in Europe since 2016. How does it feel to be back here, kicking off this summer tour as a kid from Hershey, Pennsylvania, living the absolute dream?
It's incredible, especially to be back here with Milan now. You know, such an iconic club, and, you know, getting to show them a bit of, you know, my country where I grew up, and, yeah, playing games here, having some family around and friends. It's going to be a pretty cool experience for me.
Now, you mentioned AC Milan, you know, widely known around the world as one of the coolest clubs, one of the best, one of the most dominant, one of the most competitive. What makes it special? Not just playing for the squad, but also the fan base.
Oh, yeah. Being in Italy this past year, just seeing the passion of the fans, just walking around the city, the feeling that you get.
It's different, right?
It is different. Tough to find something quite like it in America at the moment. It really is special. So just to be a part of this historic club is you know, I'm really lucky.
Zlatan, speaking of different, I imagine it's different after more than 20 years as a player. Now you're an advisor. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like advising versus playing?
I mean, I can say it was easier to play football than doing what I'm doing today. But I'm learning. It's a learning phase. I'm humble. It's a new, different angle from what I was used to. But I have good people around me, so.
What makes it harder? Do you just tell people play better, but then they don't? And
you say, move over, let me
do it like I used to do it.
Watch this video of me on YouTube.
As long as they win, I'm okay. The problem is when they start to lose. we come with a different mood. But it's okay. I mean, the issue is, not the issue, the problem is that I cannot influence the game how I was used to.
Yeah.
So you just have to transform your mentality, your mood, your experience into other players.
That makes sense.
They're doing good.
You try to transfer your confidence to other players because you're known for being a confident guy. What do you think?
Bulletproof mind.
Yeah. Where does that come from? Where does that confidence come from? And is it a persona, Zlatan, or is that really you?
No, that's me. I'm not trying. Many people ask me if I'm acting and that. No. What you see is what you get. So where I come from, it was important to be confident. Like, you stood up for yourself and you wanted to prove yourself the best. And but not only in playing the game, football or whatever I did, like also in school or wherever you went on the street. So you stood up for yourself and you had this confidence, I'm the best, who is the rest?
I love that.
When you
More
grew
or
up
less
in
like
Sweden?
that. I think it's important because then when you come in this world where we are playing, I used to play where Christian is playing now, 50% is mental. If you're not strong, you will not survive.
And your opponent, they're like sharks. They can smell weakness.
Exactly.
They can see it on you, and they'll attack. Christian, you know, he talked about his roots. You have roots here, of course, one of few professionals playing overseas. What was it like adapting to the game, the culture, just lifestyle?
Yeah, it's different. I've been in Europe for over 10 years now, which sounds crazy. It's difficult at the beginning. I think people definitely look at this guy and say, you know, he's an American guy. I don't want him taking my spot over here. And you have to go in with a strong mentality, like he talked about. I think that's been one of my strengths, is not caring what people think, going out and doing, you know, showing people what I can do. And hopefully, you know, they'll accept me for who I am. And yeah, that's what I've done.
Yeah. Is there a little bit of culture shock? And also, are the practices and the coaching, is that in Italian?
Yeah,
that's a great question.
Yeah, it is. It is. It can be a bit of a culture shock. Like I said, I've been in Europe for so long, I'm almost used to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the beginning, last season, I remember when I didn't speak a word of Italian, you go into the first training sessions and the coach is yelling things and you just have to...
There's a lot of body language. You don't really need to speak, just body language.
That's true.
That's funny.
But you speak multiple languages, right?
I speak 5, 6 languages.
Which one?
Oh.
I mean, I moved to Holland, Dutch, English, Swedish, Yugoslavian, little bit Spanish. Because Italian.
Man, Tony, we got to step our game up, man.
I'm working on English.
He's tall, handsome, athletic, and he speaks 5 languages.
Lifelong journey. Zlatan, when I first met you, you were over there, and I thought you were Zava from Ted Lasso. Now, they tell me that you're only partially based, or Zlava's only partially based on you, but if you put up a side-by-side, it looks like a 100% genetic match.
Nah, that's a bad copy. Come on. That's a Chinese version of me.
That's a bad copy. That's a bad copy.
Man, that's funny.
Zlatan, I want to ask you about your mindset, you know, because you talked about it with Adriana, but what advice do you give to these young kids that are starting the game off? Because, you know, we want them to have that confidence, even borderline cockiness, but we also want them to have purity and approach the game in a way where they're humble but hungry.
Yes.
What is your advice to young stars?
I think it begins in early age.
Yeah.
Then depends how far you want to bring it. There is no, like, soft, in my world. I believe in discipline and hard work, and it always pays off. So already in early age, you prepare the mental part because when you come on the big stage, either you get eaten or you eat.
Yeah, so challenge kids young.
I think so, with a balance.
I agree.
Then you have different kind of characters, different personalities. And in my early age, I was very aggressive on the pitch.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the balance how to treat the people around me.
Right.
Then with more experience, I started to hug somebody, attack somebody. So it was different approach. But with the young guys, you need to get to know them and then push them. We need to push because the level is very
Christian, you need to push some of these American kids that play soccer.
Zlatan, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And this fall, don't miss the new docuseries.
Oh, wait a minute.
We got jerseys here. It's on Paramount
CBS
Plus.
Mornings.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just like CBS is part of the Paramount Global family, make sure you check it out.
I love that.
It's an
Thank you very
in-depth
much.
look at Christian's life and career, a great docuseries. So make sure you go see that.